Hi and welcome to this series where I go through the ITIL V4 practices individually and I give you the main headline points that you need to be aware of in order to help you support your base knowledge around ITIL V4. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the bell to get the notifications. Okay, so let's get to it. I'm going to talk about project management. Now that's within the general management practice. Reminder, practice is a set of organisational resources designed for performing work or for accomplishing an objective. So if we look at project management in the context of ITIL V4, one of the main messages that you need to make sure you digest is the purpose of project management. So the purpose of project management is to ensure that all products in the organisations are successfully delivered. So this is achieved by planning, delegating, monitoring, maintaining control of all the aspects of a given project and keep those people involved, keep those people motivated. A way to look at it is that projects deliver change to an organisation. So you can have small projects, you can have large projects, you can have temporary structures that are designed to deliver a single output of some kind or a single product or a single service, or they can be much larger activities with a much larger transformation brief. They can be standalone activities, so just one-offs, or they can be part of, perhaps an organisation may have a PMO and they form part of a larger program. It's not unusual for transformation projects to fall into that category. Couple of terminologies that you will hear quite often when we talk about project management are the approaches. So you've got the waterfall method and you've got the agile method. So if we look at waterfall, they are typically good for situations where the requirements are defined, they're very clear up front, that they're unlikely to change, that we need to go from A to B, it's very rigid, things are not going to change, and the definition of exactly what is to be achieved is more important than the speed of it. So quite structured, quite formal, cascading type waterfall approaches. Agile is a little more agile in its sense that the requirements perhaps are not as clear up front. Perhaps there's a view that we'll do something and then we will tell you what's right, what's wrong. So an iterative type approach. Maybe those requirements up front, they're not quite clear, so maybe your customer doesn't know exactly what they want, but they know broadly what they want. So you might adopt an agile approach, and those requirements will become clearer over time. Once you've delivered something, the requirements may change, maybe an incremental change to that. So agile works much better where speed is more important than exact, precise requirements. The other element to be clear on is project management requires a balance, and it's not unusual for it to be in conflict with business as usual, with BAU, in that perhaps in your organisation there's not a dedicated project function, perhaps it's the same people that are doing the day-to-day BAU, the day-to-day business as usual. It's the same assets, it's the same budgets. So it's not unusual that you will come across conflict there in terms of trying to balance the keeping the lights on, keeping everything running, IT operations functioning effectively and efficiently, versus transforming some of those services and improving products and services. So be aware of that. There's quite a well-worn path here in terms of the conflict between BAU and project. I've worked in organisations where people have had a split in terms of perhaps 2 days a week they will do project activities and 3 days a week they will do the BAU, and that project managers will say, okay, well that's fine, I know I've got 2 days a week for this particular person. Final bit around project management is the service value chain. Reminder that the best acronym I use is PIDOD: Plan, Improve, Engage, Design and Transition, Obtain and Build, Deliver and Support. When it comes to the project management practice, all the elements are involved, but particular emphasis around design, transition, and the obtain and build element. So if you were to do a heat map, if you like, design and transition, obtain and build would be glowing, and things like plan, improve, engage, deliver and support would be there, but they wouldn't be quite so hot as the design and transition and obtain and build. That's it. Just very quick overview around project management and the ITIL 4 practices. Thank you.